What's up? Oh boy, let me do the thing, and then do the thing, and then do the thing. There we go. Now everything looks like it's supposed to, kind of. I just realized my camera's kind of in the shot there. Hopefully that cleans it up, but we'll see. Anywho, what's up? How's it going? Some of you already know who I am, and some of you don't. My name's Joe, and this is Info Joe. I don't know what this podcast is going to be called because I kind of set a date or a time, and then I didn't come up with a name for it as of right now. Hopefully, I will find something that fits. That'll be fun. But in the meantime, this is just going to be called a podcast for right now. Oh boy, what's today? The fucking July 27th, 2017. Oh boy, what's good? What I don't know. I got a couple of things I kind of want to get off my chest. No, it's nothing that serious. More so of why I'm the only person here, and why there's not a redheaded dude with a beard, and then an Englishman. Probably sitting on a couch somewhere with some lights and a bunch of microphones and stuff. So if you have been around for the past two years, I guess, then you would know that I used to be a part of something called G Cubed, or in its later years, InfoSauce. Which, yes, that's kind of where the Info Joe, where that came from. But yeah, that's no longer a thing, and it's both a sad thing and kind of like a not a sad thing, I guess. It sucks that something that you put a lot of time and effort into goes away, but at the same time, I think it would have been worse if we continued going on and there was nothing. That was the Obama sound. It's like a zombie. But no, like if we kept going and it wasn't, we weren't feeling it. Like, at least I know for me personally, I can only really speak for myself. There was a point in time where I kind of said, okay, we're not moving forward. There's no momentum anymore. And some of that was my fault. Some of it wasn't. But I think at the end of the day, we're all still friends. We still hang out. We still see each other. Mark's moving away for a little bit. Hopefully he comes back. But even then, he and I are going to go to PAX West, boys. PAX West, which I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But yeah, like it's nothing crazy happened. Nobody got punched in the face. Nobody took one to the chin. It was just we weren't in a place where I felt that I could move forward anymore. What sucks about that is going off on my own. It's not the best either. Surprise. The grass is not greener. No, I wouldn't say it's green. It's probably the same shade. There's some good things about it, and there's some things that suck about it. So, you roll with the punches, and you make some halftime adjustments. And you're okay. But yeah, I'm pretty excited, also excited and nervous about all this stuff, like going on my own and trying to be entertaining during an entire stream by myself, which is something I don't have a lot of experience of doing, which is why I'm taking I'm going to start taking improv classes so I can kind of get into the groove of kind of doing this thing on my own, which would be fun. It's kind of exciting, a little exhilarating. But yeah, that's the story. I mean, I'm gonna have my my social media stuff thrown down in the description for all of you boys on YouTube. Also, welcome to the new YouTube channel. So if you guys have any questions about that, feel free to message me on Twitter. Or I say feel free, but I'm pretty sure that you can find the information from the dudes from before. I don't know if they want me to put that stuff there. You're free to text them. I don't think no one's trying to hide away from the public, but yeah, that's that. As far as what this is, this little podcast thing that we're trying to put together, to kind of give you a heads up as to what kind of stuff I'm going to do, it's going to be the same stuff. It's going to be the same little baby. Basically just gaming stuff. I think I'm going to probably put my big toe in the water of maybe some stuff that's not gaming related, not just like even movies too. Like maybe if there's some decently sized story that's happened, then I'm probably going to talk about it if it makes sense to have on there. There's some stuff where I'm just like, yeah, fuck that, I'm out. Like it's like there's some toxic stuff that I'm like, I might stay away from, or at least from the very beginning. I don't know. I'm not a very I wouldn't say PC. That's a really bad word or bad term to use, but I don't shy away from topics that are taboo or whatever, but I don't know. We'll see how this thing grows. As for now, I got a couple things, just a few things that I'm really excited about that's coming out. Obviously, if you've watched any of the old shit, you would have known that I'm a big fan of Kingdom Under Fire, and it just so turns out that Kingdom Under Fire 2, that game that I really, really, really wanted, is actually might be coming out in North America. Well, it actually is confirmed. It's absolutely coming out in North America, which is pretty fucking cool. I'm pretty excited about that. Yet I'm also kind of concerned about it too, because I saw how the game was in Korea, and it's not the same. They fucking touched it and prodded it, and they poked it, and then they took stuff out of it, and then they added some bullshit into it. But we'll see. The thing that I loved about the old Kingdom Under Fire was the fact that there was a lot of strategy and thought that went into each level, almost kind of akin to like Fire Emblem or Advance Wars or any of those games. Like you had troops. It wasn't turn-based like those games. If you haven't seen Kingdom Under Fire or any of the old ones, I'll put a link in the description about the new one, and then probably just do a video over some shit about the old ones. But yeah, it was basically like a tactical action game, which you don't see a lot of those. Like, in fact, I don't think that there are any. Well, I won't say there aren't any. There's that Tiger Knight game that's really terrible. But they've tried. Other companies have tried to make games like this before. It's just I don't know. They didn't do a good job. I'm sorry. They suck. I'm sorry. But what I saw of the one in Korea was this kind of like watered down, like it just seemed like an action game. It reminded me more of Circle of the Moon. I know for all the Kingdom Under Fire fans, we don't talk about that, but we got to talk about it because we're going to be getting this game, and I have a bad feeling that it's not going to be primo. I'm probably still going to buy it, just being a fan of Blue Side and like all the stuff that they do. They do make really good games, and I try my best to advocate as with my money, with my dollars, for games that try to innovate and try to make new shit. And this is one of the series that does that, or at least I'm hoping that they do that. But yeah, I mean, you had things that mattered, like getting the sun in the eyes of archers, which made them less accurate or deal less damage. You had like getting the high ground for like cavalry to like have them charge down on different troops, and like they would hit harder or like do better. Like with that, like there's so many cool like little intricate things that they added to the game, or like getting your units close together so that like you could almost like 300 phalanx style like shield up and like not get hit by the rain of arrows that are coming on. It was really cool. Or vice versa, you could spread out, and that means that less people would get hit by the arrows. It was some cool shit. All right, it was really, really awesome. I thought it was cool, and it's still the Kingdom Under Fire Heroes and Crusaders is still like it's in my top 5, like that series anyway. I can't put 2 of them in there. That's against the rules. But yeah, like there's that, and I'm excited. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about it because it looks just like a basic ass MMO. To be real honest, like, and that's not what I want. That's not what anybody wants. Or at least I don't think so. Maybe Korea was perfectly fine with that, but it's supposed to be coming out in late 2017, early 2018. So hopefully that won't suck. I don't know. I know there's been a lot of different ways to play it. From North America, play on the Korean servers, which I might try to look into that, see if I can do that, so I can kind of have like I guess I can have like some kind of, I don't know, like window to what it's going to look like in North America. I doubt they're going to change it a lot between the North American and European version, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm curious. I don't know. I wonder if a lot of people even play that game. Every time I mention it, people are like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You talking about one of those 16-bit?" No, the shit was on the Xbox, original Xbox, OG Xbox. It was really cool. Great game, great series, good story, good fucking characters. It was awesome. So I don't know if you guys have played it. Are you interested in it? If you are, I'm curious. Let me know. Bop it down there somewhere, wherever this fucking thing goes up. I don't know what else is coming out that I'm pretty stoked about. Absolver, that game looks really sick. Like, no, that's another one that like people are like, yeah, it was at E3. What? Like I didn't hear it. Like I never saw it. I didn't see any video. I don't know anything about it, but it's pretty funny. I don't know. What game? Oh, Wonder Wop. What's up, man? We're talking about Kingdom Under Fire 2. Kingdom Under Fire 2. It's a re-release from the series from on the original Xbox. Actually, I think it was on. Was it on PlayStation as well, or was it Xbox exclusive? I have the case out there somewhere because I have the original game because I used to have an original Xbox. I'm curious whether or not that was exclusive. Now that I'm thinking about it, it might have been. I think it was. Get a little Microsoft getting a little exclusive right there. But yeah, there's that, man. I'm pretty stoked about that. That's gonna be cool. But yeah, I'm talking like as far as Absolver goes. That's. I feel like this is gonna be a sleeper title. But I also have the bad habit of thinking things are gonna be sleeper titles, and then they come out, and then they I don't know they just don't do as well as I thought they would have. Necropolis is one of those examples. Even though I went back to that game after it's been updated and got hooked, played it all the way through, enjoyed it. Like I think we did like a 7-hour stream of it, and by the time I was done, I didn't realize I was streaming. I'd played the game for 7 hours. It was fucking nuts. I think it was only like $20 too when it came out. Absolver is going to be a $30 game on release. Obviously, there's like deluxe editions and all that shit. But I think if you pre-order it, you get like a 10% discount or something cool like that. But it's interesting. Another game that's like super like innovative that doesn't suck, like, or at least doesn't look like it's going to suck. Like it looks new and fresh. Like the whole combat system between like you versus another player or you versus another NPC, like it's pretty fucking cool. I'm trying to think if there's a game that's Jade Empire would be the closest thing to something like that we've gotten before, which is, I mean, great game. I never finished it. I might go back and do that sometime if you guys want to watch that. But I don't know. I always get super hyped for these kind of games, and then like it comes out, and then I'm just like, oh fuck. But I don't know. We'll see. I wish I could. I probably should grab a trailer so you guys can see it, so you guys know what I'm talking about. That's what I'll do for the next podcast next week. I'll go ahead and I'll get the trailers of the stuff that I'm going to talk about lined up, and I'll have them playing in the background so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, and it's like an MMO kind of like there's multiple people that you can run into, and you can learn like different fighting styles by just fighting different people and like observing, or like you can have like a sensei that kind of takes you under their wing and they can teach you fighting stuff. It's just really cool. Like there's no game like that's existed before, so pretty stoked for that. Hoping that doesn't suck. Who's publishing that? Now I'm thinking about it. Who's your publisher? Devolver. Oh. No problem. Devolver's got it. We're good. No, this game's sold. All right, never mind. You remember all that shit I was concerned about where it was not going to sell well? Devolver knows how to sell their fucking games. I'm a little concerned, though. I haven't seen a lot of marketing about it. Devolver, get on that shit. Make sure people buy this thing. I don't want to get online and there's like 3 people playing. But yeah, I think that's going to be fine. I didn't know Devolver was all about that. That's really fucking cool. I saw this story. It was about For Honor, which just so happened to be wearing my For Honor shirt that your boy Mark got me back from PAX East last year. Or was that this year? I think that was this year, actually. I'm pretty sure that was this year. So apparently For Honor, Ubisoft, Ubi boys, I got my patch on. Ubisoft, I don't have an actual patch. It's just the Ubisoft logo. I don't smoke. I don't smoke cigarettes. Oh shit, I'm fucking up cables. So apparently they're going to add some dedicated servers, which has me a little excited because one of the things that really grinds my gears is when a fighting game doesn't have a decent online presence. Like, that shit was kind of tolerable back in the days of like Smash Brothers, and I know I said fighting game and then immediately said Smash Brothers, and people are gonna fucking roast me in the comments, but that's cool. Like, that was kind of okay because there was things like Smash Fest where people would literally open their homes and you'd have some random dudes come into your house, and dudettes. They would come into your house and they bring their fucking TV and their Wii U or their Wii, and then they would just set up and everybody would play. And everybody was fucking cool with that. Nobody got their shit stolen. Nobody got beat up. Nobody got their houses broken into later. Like, it was just a really cool community and you can get away with that. However, it's 2017 now. And the fact that this thing, this I love it to death. My fucking Switch, I love it to fucking death. But the fact that ARMS doesn't have dedicated servers drives me insane. Like, I went out and bought the wired adapter, hoping that would help, and it has. I won't say that it hasn't, but it's fucking dumb. Like, you can't release a game where like you're counting frames. Like, frame data is important. Where like down to the very finest like half point whatever second, and not have a way to make sure that shit's stable the entire match. Like, that's stupid. And For Honor is one of those things where it's like, there's you running around and like capturing points and stuff, but when you're fighting another dude, you can't be disconnected. The dude can't be rubber banded around the screen. Like, that's not a fun experience for anybody. Even the dude who's winning, it's like, oh shit, this dude's just standing there and I'm wailing on him. Oh, he tried to move and now he's standing there and I'm wailing on him. It's like, that's not good for anybody. So I'm curious to see how this is going to go. Like, it seems like they're trying to add a lot of competitive stuff to the game, which is odd to me. I thought they would have done that. They would have done that like when they launched it. When I first saw the game, when I played the betas and everything, and I was like, yeah, I can see how this can be competitive. Like, I assumed that they would be pushing that like right out of the gate, and then the game came out and they were just like, we'll make it. Like, and then that was the end of it, which was weird to me. I was like, all right, sure, you guys are just gonna make a fun kind of game that's accessible, which nothing's wrong with that. I just thought that was the way it was gonna go. But yeah, like, Ubisoft is dumping some pretty good info this past couple of days. They were talking about For Honor. They had some new shit for Ghost Recon, which is looking pretty spicy. I'm pretty excited about that. Ghost Recon has like some PvP, like a PvP mode that got talked about, revealed. A beta is supposed to be coming soon in the summer, which I'm pretty stoked about that. That's gonna be cool. Like, I think well, they haven't given a date for it to start, but the moment I heard this, the first thing that came to mind was Ghost Recon Future Soldier, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people play that, and a lot of people didn't like that or didn't appreciate it for what it was. I loved it. I thought it was a cool idea of like having these heavy, like, class-centered shooter. I guess it was Overwatch before it was Overwatch. Blizzard, you stole from Ubisoft. Don't say that out loud. Ubisoft might actually sue those guys, so don't do that. But no, like it was like you had different classes. There was like the recon, you had an engineer, you had your assault class, you had your support class. It was really cool. Like it was something that I guess we've seen it now with like Overwatch and Paladins and all that stuff, but it was slower. It was a slower paced game, which we don't get a lot of those. Even like, I guess the closest thing to that now would probably be Siege, Rainbow Six, which that's Ubisoft too, isn't it? Fucking Ubisoft. They're just fucking hitting out of the park. Is that Ubisoft or EA? No, that's Ubisoft. Yeah. Shit. They have a market there that they could tap into that I think once they realize that and they do it, like, holy shit. That's that tactical multiplayer. It doesn't even need to be a shooter, really. Like, it could be like a medieval game, kind of like For Honor. But I think For Honor's kind of already put that stamp on the map, and it's very actiony. So I don't think they'll double dip with a more tactical, slower paced kind of game. And I also don't know if like the consumer base would even be really into that. Like, I see a lot of games that come up, and I'm just like, that's a great idea. And then people go, oh no, I'm gonna keep playing Overwatch. I'm just like, but this game's really good. Like, go play that. Play both. Like, no. I'm gonna keep playing Hearthstone. And I get that. That's their prerogative. But it makes me sad when I see games that really deserve a lot more praise and they don't get it. It sucks. But yeah. So I wonder if they're gonna do. Okay, so apparently there's 6 different classes for the game, or for the mode. It's just a mode, it's gonna be free. It's pretty fucking cool. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. The way they said it, the DLC will be available at no extra cost to everyone who already owns a copy of Ghost Recon Wildlands. So I'm curious as to whether or not the price of the game with the DLC will be more. I'm going to pick it up before it comes out, way before the beta starts. That way I can hopefully get into the beta. Hashtag Ubisoft, please help me out. Help your boy out. I want to play your game. I'm going to buy a copy of it probably today. We might stream it tonight, maybe. Yeah, like that's super exciting for me. I can't wait for that to come out. That should be a real nice. But yeah, let's see. Ghost Recon was by play high anticipated. Yeah, of course it's anticipated. So yeah, they have 6 different classes, but it's a 4v4 match, which that's interesting on its own. That means that you can't have a team of all of the different angles of approach. So like every team will have a weakness, which that's pretty smart. That's a good way to balance things. And I'm also curious as to how big the maps are. Actually, I think the maps got leaked, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, PvP maps leaked. Okay. So they're essentially different plots. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of maps. Holy shit. Hold on. Okay, wait a minute. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 maps on launch. My God, Ubisoft, you're getting me all excited. What's this? Holy shit, man. They all look like little chunks. They're not look like. They are little chunks out of the regular map. Or at least some of them do. No, one of them, like, okay, let's see. That's definitely from the main map. That is 2. That's 2, 3. That one's new. That's 1, 4. That one's new. Okay. So 4 of them look like just brand new areas. Like, they look pretty cool. One of them's obviously, you gotta have your snow map. Barvish, I'm gonna fucking butcher this. Barveshos. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. If they have a reveal trailer, I want to see that shit. Is it on YouTube? Is it on the YouTube? Let's see it. Let's show the world. Let's see what it looks like. Did I get? Oh no, I didn't add that. Let me add this real quick, guys. Sorry. It should be game capture. Nope, not game capture. Where is it? Oh shit. Oh, that was weird. My headphones are doing weird shit. Damn it! I thought. That's some weird. What's going on here, headphones? It's like popping. I don't like that. That's getting edited out. Yeah, man. I think this is going to be interesting. Oh, so they already have some gameplay up too. Okay, for sure. That's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, this sucks, man. I'm gonna for sure have the trailers kind of preloaded for you guys so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. But damn, man, that's some cool shit. The only thing is, the maps they look pretty sizable. I'm just like some of them bigger than others, obviously. But I'm a little concerned about some of them in terms of like there's one. Where is that? Is it the one I was talking about? Yeah, Barvejos. It's not that big, man. Like one of the things I love about this series is being able to like get intelligence and like it's not like Call of Duty TDM, like where you're just running and gunning. Like I hope that's not what this turns into. I hope it's very much like objective based, slow kind of. You want to you have a dude that's working on intelligence, he's probably got his drone up, getting as much info as he possibly can. That's not a word. I mean, is that a word? No, it's definitely not a word. He's gonna get in as much info as he possibly can. But I don't know. This should be good. I'm pretty stoked about it. Hopefully we get into the beta. Hopefully the beta doesn't have an NDA. I don't think the regular beta didn't have an NDA, so I don't think that they will. Hopefully that they see that and say, hey, maybe people want to watch our shit. Which NDAs, like, especially like when they already did one that didn't have an NDA, For Honor did this shit, and it was very odd where it was like, hey guys, here's the alpha, no NDA, you guys get to play it, stream it, everybody can see what we've been working on, great. Then they'd make the beta, and the beta's like, NDA, don't watch it. I'm like, everyone's seen it already. There's nothing you can, like, you're hiding it for no reason. Like, everyone's already seen your product. I understand that you could be adding features that you don't want people to see, but usually in those NDAs, at least from the experience that I've had, even Fortnite had one where there was no NDA, or there was an NDA and no one could stream it. Like, there wasn't anything that was, like, out of the norm or something that was buggy as hell. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's an odd little thing. Oh God, I got double things here. But it's an odd little thing where they want to hide their property. I guess they don't want people to see it. Which about that reminds me of Destiny. I'll get to that in a second too. But Wonder Wop didn't understand the For Honor hype. I got it. Like, a game like that hadn't really existed. Like, a game where you could fight with your friends on an actual battlefield, or a battlefield. It was battlefield with some strong quotation marks. Like, fight hand to hand against another set of 5 people. Like, you've had that with guns, but you didn't have that with swords and, like, pole arms and axes and all that shit. So I got the hype. I was pretty stoked for it too before it came out, and then I played, and it has the evolve effect, which I should make. I'm gonna make a video on that. I keep talking about it, and for me, what the evolve effect essentially is when a game stays in beta for too long before its release, that people get their fulfillment of the game before the game comes out, and the game comes out with a price tag, and then they go, well, why would I spend X dollars on this when I've been playing it for the past 3 months, because you've had the beta open for a really long time. And I think what companies have been trying to do is do these day betas, or like these weekend time frame betas, which is kind of smart. The problem is they end up doing the same thing where they have so many weekends of it. Like, Fortnite wasn't like that. Fortnite, I could just play it whenever I wanted to play it, and I've been playing that game for way before it came out. And yeah, it cut you off at a certain point, but like, I never got to that point in all the alpha or beta. I was enjoying the game, and then when it came out, I almost was like, oh, do I want to buy this? And now I kind of regret buying it, to be honest, because it's a little boring of a game. I'll get to that in a second too. What was I talking about? Oh, Destiny. So, shit. I'm forgetting my own shit. What was I saying? I was talking about betas. I was talking about Destiny 2. Was it Destiny 2 that I was thinking of? God damn it. I'm going to forget that thought. That makes me sad. Oh, well. Fuck it. Maybe somebody in chat can refresh my brain. The game. It's called Anthem. Everybody saw it. It was the best of show at fucking E3 this year. It looks like Mass Effect meets Destiny. What the fuck is going on here? Come here. Okay, go away. There's too many things like Anthem for me to be excited about it. Really? I think the only things that are really close to Anthem right now are Warframe and Destiny. That's it. Like, there's nothing in that tier of, I guess you could kind of equate the Division with it too. I guess. I don't know, I'm pretty stoked about it because there's a few itches that I have. I wouldn't put Titanfall in the same realm as it, and I think they saw that concern and they specifically separated themselves from it. Like, unlike Titanfall, it's not a giant thing that you kind of earn. It's not like a kill streak, essentially. And it's not even like a PvP thing. I think they were interviewing, I forget the guy's name, who's the head of the team that's making it. But they interviewed him and asked him, like, what kind of PvP stuff we're going to see. And he was like, I'm not worried about that right now. Right now, their focus is all on PvE and a lot of co-op stuff. Like, they want it to be a Mass Effect game that you can play co-op with your friends. Essentially, is what it seems like. It seems like the Mass Effect game that we thought we were going to get, and then we didn't get that. Which a lot of people were upset about, like the facial animations for this game, because they're way better than Mass Effect was on launch, and the two games have been in development for pretty much the exact same time. To that I say, did you not hear them say that Mass Effect Andromeda was made by a new team who hadn't really had a lot of practice? Like, there's your reasoning. That I don't understand how somebody can see these two games and go, well, but what? Why aren't they? Why does this one not suck too? I don't understand. It's like, yeah, there's two completely different teams. The team that's making Anthem is like the guys that have been making Mass Effect, and the guys that made Mass Effect, they've never touched the fucking Mass Effect franchise ever. So I guess, and the thing that sucks is we didn't know about that until after Andromeda came out. So, but rightfully so. Their marketing team's not going to come out and be like, hey guys, by the way, you know that game you're really excited about? We decided to let a whole bunch of new people work on it. You still going to buy it? $60, right? Okay, cool. Peace. Like, that's not going to be that's not going to happen. What's going to happen is if they were to say that before Andromeda came out, people would have been like, yeah, fuck that, not buying that game. Or at least they would have been like, I'll wait. Like, they're not going to buy it on day one. They would have been like garbage pre-order numbers. So I hear that. I understand why they didn't do that. But now that information is out there, it to me anyway, it seems extremely clear as to why Anthem looks so polished compared to Andromeda on launch date. Why it didn't. Like, you had an amateur team versus a team that's been doing this for years. So what I also thought was funny in that interview was, like, they asked them about relationships and, like, character, like, basically, can we fuck in this game? It's like, hey, I know you BioWare, you guys make games where I can fuck in it. Can I fucking? But no, like, they asked him about that, and like, yeah, and the dude was just like, his response was great. Like, he was just like, I don't know, like, his characters is very story driven. Yes, you'll have to interact with people, but which is a great response to that, and I find that funny. But I don't know, that's kind of been a staple in every BioWare game, so I don't blame them for asking. But at the same time, that's like such a weird thing to like talk. Hey, I want to fuck. I want to fuck in your game. I want to make sure that that's a feature in the game. You want my $5 for the pre-order? Then I better be able to have sex in this game with fucking aliens or whatever. Actually, I didn't see any aliens in this game. There's a lot of like creatures in the forest, but there's not really any aliens. But I don't know. Looked pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked about it. I was at first I was apprehensive because it reminded me of Destiny, not so much in the sense of like how it looked, which it does have that vibe, but also in the sense of like super overselling a game where they kind of were just like, this game is going to be the best. This game is going to suck your dick. It's going to be great. Life's going to be really, really cool for you if you buy this game. You're going to get all the chicks, good times. This game's going to last for 10 years. It seemed like they were doing that. But the more I look at the new gameplay stuff that's come out, even the trailer from E3, the more I can kind of tell, okay, it's not that. You're still going to have, like... I have a feeling that there's going to be, like, some instance parts. But I don't think that it's going to be Destiny disappointment levels. I also don't think it's going to be that much of a disappointment. I do think that people, including myself, may have their hopes way too high for it. I think that's for sure a thing. But I don't think it's going to be a flop. In fact, I think this is going to be a big like high note for EA and BioWare for sure. Especially after Andromeda, they need this thing to work. Like I honestly feel like that's the rule of two. Like if a company has two just games that are just crushed in the media, like on release, that's not good. Money wise, that's not good. And I would hate to see BioWare go away because of some shit like that. Because I think they make good games. Including Andromeda. I think Andromeda is a good game now. I think that there were some very huge bugs, obviously, when it first came out. But I think where it's at right now is not bad. I still have it. I haven't finished it just because I've been playing everything else under the sun. But I don't know. The whole corn maze thing. So I don't know if you've seen this. I looked up and saw that in my notes, and I was just like, oh, yeah, we got to talk about this shit. So instead of like making a presser or like putting together another trailer or some shit. BioWare is like, all right, we gotta market this game. We gotta make sure people buy it. How are we gonna do that? We gotta do something different nobody's ever done before. We're gonna make a picture in a cornfield. And I can just imagine that. The best part is the trailer that they put out for it. There's a chick, I forget what her title was in the team, but she was talking about the lead developer, and she was just like, yeah, Mike was really insistent on making this thing in the cornfield, and we were just like, fuck, dude. And then everything's like, it's a fucking cornfield. And like, it was almost like they were trying to like sell it, and at the same time just like, yeah, this was a waste of time and money, like at the same time. But it was funny to me. Oh, I beat up my mic. I'm sorry. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, they did one of the wasps, I think. Oh no, they're called javelins. The suits that the people are using in Anthem, they're javelins, and they made a like 50-foot long like diorama. I don't know what do you call that? Picture in a cornfield. And I love the way the video ends. Oh God. Okay. Like, I'm going to cut this. Yeah, 50 feet. I know, right? Oh, God. But I'm going to cut this in for the YouTube boys. I'm sorry, Twitch guys. I will have this ready for you next week. I promise. This is episode 1, okay? We got to start somewhere. It's not going to start off all green and shiny first time. You got to give me a little bit. Give me some time to grow. All right? Give me a second. All right. But, no, the way the video ends, the dude's like, they're like, how was it working with BioWare? Was it great? And, like, the dude just stares at the camera guy. He's just like, You want me to say that working with BioWare was really good and I had a lot of fun? And the guys were just like, yeah. He's like, working with BioWare was really good. Like, he just went right into it. I thought it was hilarious. But yeah, man, I'm pretty stoked for that game. I hope that a lot of my friends do pick it up because it's going to be a really, really tough ride if I'm having to play that by myself. But I'll do it. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you, chicken. There was a... Oh, God. Okay. I just saw this thing, and it's pissing me off. Now I got to talk about it. So, at E3. Oh, don't you fucking play video, you piece of shit. I hate websites that just assume that, hey, we want you want to play video, right? We're just going to play a video the moment you land on our page. The Metroid Prime 4 thing. It makes my heart sad that people were genuinely excited about that. Like, in the sense of, like, holy shit, Metroid! Again, a Metroid game's coming out. It's gonna be great, but you haven't seen shit. They didn't show you anything. They showed you a title. I don't know. That's a side tangent. I apologize, but I don't know. That I hate when companies get away with shit like that. Like, had that been like an indie, I guess an indie team probably could have got away with that. They put some shit up on Indiegogo. I don't know. I'm totally off the rails right now. God, the Destiny thing is gonna. It's going to drive me insane. I don't hate Nintendo is the thing. I don't. I love ARMS. ARMS, I love this game to death. I'm probably going to buy the Mario Rabbids game when that comes out too. Like, looks real cool. Or at least it looks okay. I don't really care for the rabbits being in there. It would have been really cool to me if they just did a Mario game that way. They didn't really need the rabbits, but all right, whatever, they're there. And the Mario Odyssey game looks pretty cool too. But sometimes Nintendo, they have this habit of like, what was that? You said you wanted this thing? Oh, okay. All right, we got, hey, go get that. They want it. Okay, here we go. But wait, let me cut this little piece off of it first. All right, here you go. It's like they know you want something, and then they give you the thing that you want, but they kind of water it down, or they fuck with it to the point where it's just like, thanks. And you just take it as a consumer. It's like, I guess, sure. I don't know. There's like the thing with the Pokemon RPG that's coming for the Switch. I guarantee you, like all the assets are there. They can just grab them from all the 3D games. The game doesn't need to look great. Yeah, it's like, here's what you want, and then we're gonna take some water. We're gonna pour that in there first, and then we're gonna hand it to you. It's just like, but I guarantee the new Pokemon game that's coming out for the Switch, they said it's gonna be RPG. I guarantee you it's going to be like Pokemon X or DX, that Gale of Darkness game that came out for the GameCube, where it's like, yeah. the rabbits part is fucking dumb. I agree. The rabbits thing of the Mario Odyssey game is ridiculous. It's pretty stupid. And I like the cap thing at first. The first time they showed, I was like, "What the fuck? Why is this cat sentient? Or why is this cap sentient?" And then they kind of explained that like it's kind of like Mario in the hat, which doesn't make any sense. But I get it. I get it. Like they wanted to give him like a new ability. It's like every Mario game that he gets something new. Like there's always something that they throw in there. Sunshine with the I forgot what the name of the water jet thing was called. I forget what it was called, but it had a name. It had like an acronym for a name. But yeah, I don't know why that's a thing that they like to do. Wonder Wop, I'm gonna put it this way. I was done with Nintendo when they did the whole finger snap gimmick. Oh, the fucking oh, let me see if I can get the sound to come out on my system. Oh, we're gonna do it. Here we go. Wait, did that play? I feel like it's being over by the actual snap. Yeah, that was a little silly. Yes, that was a little silly. But like, I kind of give Nintendo a pass on that kind of stuff because they're marketing towards children. Which, this thing right here, this is not something that you should buy for a kid. Which is the reason why I don't understand why they marketed it that way. I don't get it. Like, if I had kids, which I probably will never have kids, but if I had a kid, I would never buy something like this. $300 worth of like all it takes is for me to just snap this. Like I could just snap the controllers, and now I have garbage. Like I literally have metal black garbage in my hand. So I don't know. I guess it's a good market that not a lot of, like Microsoft and Sony, they don't really market any shit towards kids, so it's a market that they're not challenged in, so they just keep milking it. I don't blame them. There was something else that I was pretty stoked about. Oh yeah, you know what kind of fell out of the news recently was Red Dead. They're like, hey guys, we're gonna make Red Dead 2. It's gonna be great. Peace. Wasn't at E3. It hasn't had any fucking Game Boys. You fucking beat those things up and beat them up. But I'm so sad. I always remember this was like the moment where I realized that my brother, at least when we were kids, was way smarter than me. My uncle was like, hey guys, you guys, I know your birthdays are kind of close to each other. They're not really that close. There's like a month in between, but whatever. Hey guys, your birthday is real close. You guys name whatever you want. Whatever you want, you get it. I'll buy it for you. You get it. And I was like, whatever, anything. I can get anything that I want, huh? I was like, I want a black Power Ranger. I don't remember how old I was. I had to have been like maybe 6 or 7 or so at the time, and I was just like, yep, I want a black Power Ranger toy. He's the coolest fucking Power Ranger. Give me that shit. It was metallic too, and it had all the like adjustable fucking joints. I was like, yep, that's what I want. And my brother was like, anything, huh? Yeah, I want a Game Boy. I imagine my uncle's like, oh shit, I gotta find a fucking Game Boy. I don't remember how much they were when they first came out. I gotta look this up. I'm so curious now. Game Boy original price. How? Because it was like when it first came out too. Like it wasn't like original price. Oh my god! Please tell me it was something ridiculous. What the fuck does that mean? Just no, the system. I want to know. Holy shit! That's now. Apparently somebody's selling one on eBay for $25,000. It's fucking dumb. Was it really $60? Holy shit. Was it really? I mean, I guess back then that was still a lot of money. Original cost, how much? The original Nintendo Game Boy cost $90. So, okay, on release date. Yeah, on release date. On release date. Well, no, I don't think that's on release date though. Why is it so hard to search fucking Google shit? 1989. I'm just assuming that's when it came out. If that's the case, ooh. So it was $90 when it first came out. And it was competing. Holy shit, Nintendo just shit on everybody. So when it came out, does it give the date when it came out? It came out in competition with apparently something called the Lynx and the Game Gear. And apparently something in the Turbo Express. I don't know what the fuck that is. But the Turbo Express was $250. The Lynx was $189. The Game Gear was $149, and then the Nintendo was like $90, and they just dropped the mic. That was pretty baller of fucking Nintendo. Smart. So I guess that was 1989. So I guess it was out for a little bit. Maybe it wasn't that bad, but still, we can see the discrepancy here between a Black Power Ranger toy and a fucking Game Boy. I don't know. That's always like the worst, like one of my worst decisions in life back then. And what was funny was the moment that I saw my brother with the Game Boy, I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. A couple of years down the line, I was like, yeah, I guess I'll get a Game Boy Color. Just to be a dick little brother to get the new fucking thing. And then I immediately got my Game Boy Color stolen because I left it in my mom's car when she took her shit. It was my fault. I left the Game Boy in the car, and she had to get the car repaired. And I know there was some dude who was working on the car who just looked inside and was like, that's a Game Boy Color. My little son, he likes Game Boys. I'm just take that. And that was gone. And I never to get another Game Boy Color again. I had every other Game Boy rendition except for the Mini, though. I had original Game Boy Color. I had the Game Boy Advance. I had the SP, DS, fucking DS Lite. I think I skipped DS Lite. I think I had a DS and then I had DSi. I don't think I owned a DS Lite. My brother did, though. And then I kind of tapped out. I've had to purchase like maybe 4 3DSs in my life. It's real sad. I'll buy them, trade them back in, buy them, trade back in. But I think the Switch is probably where I'm going to stop. I have no intention on buying a 3DS right now because why? Like it frustrates me when they made that Fire Emblem game for the 3DS. I was like, fuck you. Like I just spent $300 on your system. Give me that. And I know a port should happen at some point, but like it's really fucking dumb that they made a brand new fucking title for the 3DS and released a new version of the 3DS, like the 2DS. What was it called? The 2DS XL. Who's buying that? Like, stop it. Just stop. Like, give me. You just coerced me into spending $300 on your system. Give me the games. That's what I need. Even though Zelda was fine and it held me over for all that time, that was great. And then ARMS came out and I was happy. Great, but I wanted all the Fire Emblem game. Like, if they give me a Fire Emblem game on the Switch, I'm going to be the most unproductive motherfucker in the world. So, I want that still. But yeah, I don't know how we got on that topic. But we did. There was something else I wanted to look up, though, while I was trying to remember. I'm going to write down for sure. I want to make a video on the Evolve thing. I got to make that. That's like a really good old school. If you checked out the old YouTube channel, which by the way, I'm not taking down that old YouTube channel. That's just going to kind of exist as like an archive of the old shit that we used to do. But there was an old video on, I think it's actually under InfoSauce right now, about like, it was a series I did called Solve 4, where I would just pick different like issues or things in like the gaming culture or whatever, and I'd write a video or shoot a video about it. And one of them was balancing like competitive games and all that stuff. But I for sure need to make a series about the Evolve effect when betas last way too fucking long. There was one more thing. Oh, it was Fortnite. That's what I wanted to talk about. So that game's out. Fortnite. I was talking about that before. Okay, so here's my story when it comes to Fortnite. Basically, I played that game. I want to say the alpha lasted for... Fuck, man. It had to have been like maybe 2.5 months. Jesus, that's crazy. So it was out for a long time. So I played that game for a long time, and it wasn't bad. The thing is, after you play the game for 2.5 months, and then the game comes out, and you spend $40 on it, and then you experience the same thing that you experienced when you were playing it for free, you get a little sad, a little frustrated, a little salty that you just dropped $40 on something that is essentially just this over and over and over. Like you're doing the same shit. It's like, go find a thing, protect the thing, and then a wave of things are going to come at you. You got to shoot them. You got to kill them. You got to kill all of them. I'm like, okay, I did that. Oh, you want me to do that again? Okay, I'll do that again. Oh, one more time? Okay, let me go and do that. Oh, this time you go back to the base that you already had built, kind of. You got to defend it again. Oh, okay. But it's the same thing. Waves coming at me? Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, I'll do it. At a certain point, that kind of gets old. you know? And Wonderwop says that's practically every other game. I'm glad you mentioned that, because the reason why this is so annoying to me is I think in the recent past, I've been playing a lot of games that are like competitive, like PvP stuff. Like I've been playing a lot of Paladins. I got dabbled in Hearthstone for a little bit. I mean, what was the other game that we've been playing? Even like PlayerUnknown, you know? The difference between a game like that's PvE, there's no PvP there. You're fighting enemies that are the same, that are coming at you. The difference between League of Legends, Overwatch, Minecraft, all those games is the fact that I'm fighting another human player. ARMS, for instance, I'm fighting another human player. Yes, I'm using the same character. Yes, I'm using the same weapons to fight that person, but that's a human player. So that person can do, it's unpredictable. It's always going to be a fresh new thing every time you load it up. Versus when you're doing it with PvE, that's not the case. You're just grinding this. It's like an MMO. It's why I haven't played an MMO in a really long time. You're just doing the same shit over and over and over and over and over. And the thing that's coming at you is coming at you the same way over and over and over and over. Yes, they're going to add a couple of different enemies that have more health, or they're bigger, or they shoot fire, or whatever. But once you've seen it once, that novelty wears off immediately. But the novelty for me playing another human being can't wear off, because Joe, all right, that's a bad example, John Boy is better than Jimmy, or Jimmy has a different strategy that Michael didn't use. Like it's like, you know, like there's always a X factor when you have another human being in the mix, and I think that's the reason why those games are super popular. Then you have things like Destiny, who found a way to make that formula work when you're dealing with AI, which kudos to them for being able to do that. But I feel like that's the only way you can make something like that work. Or you can make it kind of like in the way of, talked about this before, Necropolis, where it's different every time you load in. Like maybe there's like something that stays the same, that's something that is constant, but there are very different, there's things that change, like the level may change, or maybe this thing won't spawn, which means this thing's going to spawn. Like it's little things like that make it fun and vibrant and dynamic. But when it's just a horde of zombies coming at you, it's just like, all right, I killed it, and then I killed that one. Oh, I called an airstrike. I killed that one too. And I say that not to mean that the game is bad. I bought it. I spent the $40 on it, so I had to have liked something about it, right? I think the thing that really sells those things are you playing with your friends. What's up, Royd? How's it going, man? Suppy, sup. I think the thing that really sells those are the fact that you're playing with your friends. Like when you that's my boy. That's my boy, Royd. You know what? I wasn't going to talk about that, but now you mention it, I got to talk about it. Let me write that down so I don't fucking forget. Oh, boy. I was actually just playing Metal Gear the other night, and I made a Conor McGregor character for my Snake for the multiplayer. But yeah, I'm really, really, really big into UFC. So I'm glad you brought that up. But yeah, I don't know. Like there's something about those games that just aren't dynamic enough to me. I've also been playing a lot of fucking games. Like I think I'm also at this point where I'm not jaded yet. I hope I'm not anyway. But there's a lot of stuff where I'm just like, Conquest, I think, was a game that just came out, and I'm just like, oh, it's Rust. Like that's the same game. Like even Fortnite, in a sense, I'm just like, oh, it's Rust. Like I've been playing that for years now. This Ark, that we had that already. Like, can I get a new thing, please? So I don't know. That's why, like, even with Angels Fall First, even though I cannot suggest you to buy that now because it's kind of turned into a mess. But when it was first coming out and it was smooth and everything was working, I was like, yes, this is Star Citizen. It's something we haven't gotten yet. Which the game's not coming out. But like I try to celebrate games that are different, or they're willing to push the envelope, whether it's in the art style, whether it's in the gameplay. Usually I'm more excited about gameplay than I am art style. There was this, I forgot the name of that game. It was like a pixel art slash 3D kind of style game. God, man, they showed it off at E3 and I can't remember what it was called, but it looked really fucking sick. And I love, like, I'm a sucker for graphics. Like, I'm the dude that's like, why isn't everything made on Unreal 4? Like, people will make like shit, these pixel art games. Like, I hated Undertale. Like, I thought it was like the quickest money grab you could possibly make. Oh, what's that game that everybody likes? Mother? Oh, well, it's really hard to get. I'll just put it. I'll slap it together. Let me go. Here we go. And people celebrate the shit. I'm like, they could have made that game, but it could have looked better. They could have had the exact same impact, the same story and everything, but it could have looked better. I'm that dude. And some people may not agree with that, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. That's why we got a bunch of different options. But yeah, I don't know. I want more developers to take risks and try to make new shit. All right, I'm gonna go on a little side tangent here. This is still gonna make it for the YouTube video because I don't know where I'm gonna cut it in, but it's gonna make it because this shit makes me so happy. All right, so Conor Mayweather. Oh boy. Okay, so there's two different arguments to this whole fight. One is that this is going to be a garbage fight. This is going to be like Mayweather's just going to mop the floor with this poor guy, and like this isn't even going to be a fight. People are going to spend a fuck ton of money, and it's going to be over in a few minutes. And while I'm not going to say that that's not probable, I don't think, or it's not possible. I don't think it's probable. I honestly, I'm in the McGregor camp on this fight. Me too. I think McGregor has a chance. I think granted, I haven't watched a lot of the more recent Mayweather fights, which I'm probably going to go back and do that at some point whenever I find some time to do that. Probably this weekend. Ooh! Thank you for the follow, Royd. Appreciate that shit. Thank you. Welcome to the channel, the Chanel. I think McGregor does have a solid chance, and I did take some time today and I watched him sparring with like, I forget the guy's name, but he was sparring with another boxer, getting prepped for the Mayweather fight, the money fight. And people were like, "Oh, he got knocked out. And I'm just like, the first thing that really pisses me off about that video, which if you haven't seen it, please go just look it up. It's like McGregor, type in Conor McGregor boxing training or some shit like that, or boxing you'll find it. It's like super big video. I think it has like over 1 million views at this point. But the first thing that pissed me off about that is, who the fuck spars with that much force? That really pissed me off. I was like, who knocks somebody out when they're training this far away from the fight? It's fucking dumb. It's absolutely irresponsible. I don't know who's in charge of like his camp. I'm gonna say this real quick. I've only had 2 like very amateur fights in my entire life. Yes, I did have a fight. I have a brown belt. But no, McGregor got knocked out, Royd, in training by the dude he was training with. But you don't do that. You don't train with full contact. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. I don't know if Conor put that up. I'm gonna find the video. I know I didn't look it up for any of the gaming shit, but I gotta find it for this. Knocked out sparring. Conor knocked out sparring. Yeah, that's right there. It's fucking dumb. I don't know. This shit pissed me the fuck off. Like, let me see if I can find. The problem is there's a bunch of different videos, right? Brandon Rios was the dude he was sparring with. Oh, here we go. All right, let me swap over my gaming shit so you guys can see the shit. All right, so this is the fight. Conor's in the blue gloves, and poor Conor. Which, by the way, I fucking love his style. His fucking stance is beautiful. But I'm waiting to see the KO punch. This is only like a 50. It's like a minute long video. But yeah, it's dumb. Who spars like this? This is fucking ridiculous. Look at the power behind those punches. You're fucking sparring, dude. Honestly, I think it was this dude who he got tagged there. He got tagged again. I want to see the knockout punch. I hate when videos do this shit, where you click on it for one thing and they're just like, yeah, let me. That's another thing. Conor is going to have to get used to the ropes. There's no cage to kind of bounce up. What the fuck? Wait, whoa. Did he? He never. No. If I remember correctly, there's a video of him getting knocked out. I gotta find it. But yeah, that's a thing, and that's number one. That pissed me off because it was like, as someone who's fought, like, and I'm saying that in the lowest mean of the terms, like very low, like super low. But that's ridiculous and super irresponsible for somebody to do that. And the second thing is, yeah, like he's gonna get caught, you know, like he's not gonna be like super crisp. But the reason why I think he has a chance is because the dude's 28, and I understand this has been an argument that's been thrown on the internet like 1,000 million times. It's not original at all. Mayweather's 40 years old. Fucking, he's not Anderson Silva. I'm sorry, like that dude is a monster of his own. At a certain age, you become like you can't keep doing that shit. Even if you're in the way that Mayweather fights too is very like defensive. I am curious as to whether or not McGregor will figure out a way to crack that egg. If he can do that, then we have McGregor as a winner. Also, I'm really excited about the fight in the sense that if McGregor wins, if that happens, what we will be able to witness is the single most like the cockiest man born in the octagon and in the ring. You will watch the man, his balls will become the size of my second mic. You see these two of these, they will just like the moment he wins and the dude raises his hand, it's gonna be, and the man with the biggest balls, like I don't think anyone can really understand, like, well, I think people can, but like if he would, I don't think he would be known as the guy to kill boxing, but he would be like the baddest motherfucker to ever step into a ring or a cage. People would lose their fucking, like, and how was he going to go back to the UFC like that? I'm gonna fuck your name up. I'm sorry, Talahassan. What's up, dude? How's it going? I was like, oh, and thank you for the follow right off the bat. Fucking knocking it out. Welcome to the channel. I'm waiting for the sound effect to go off. Come on, Twitch. Stop fucking around. Come on. There we go. Oh man, thanks for that follow, man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel. I feel lonely. That's not good, man. Well, you're in the right place. You're not gonna be alone. Got a couple people around here. I can tell you the story of a dude that I don't. The only thing that sucks though is, like I was saying before, if McGregor wins, how the hell does he go back to the UFC? How do you go from making, what's he making in this fight? Like, what's it like? Shit. Which he will win? I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know if he will win. I want him to win. Don't get me wrong. I want him to win. I thought he was making 10 mil from this fight, if I wasn't mistaken. My friend told me this. I mean, here's my thing. Before you drop the and the thank you for the follow, Index Case 248. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. He rematched for 100 mil. I don't think he would accept that rematch, to be honest. I don't know, man. But if he wins, the prize money that you make. Oh, I'm sorry, real quick. I'm getting ahead of myself. Talahassan, I'm gonna tell you this. My skin's pretty thick. There's not a joke in the world that, like, I think somebody, if it's a good joke, it's gotta be a good joke. There's not a joke in the world that would really offend me, but I do care about the people that watch me. So I don't care as long as no one else cares. So that's my rule of thumb. If somebody else doesn't like it, then I axe it. I'll purge it or whatever, you know? But it is what it is. Anywho, if I think that there's a couple of fights that he could have that would be really, really good, and I think that would still sell really well for UFC. It's a question of, is it worth it for McGregor? Like, this dude's got a kid coming out the oven now. Like, is it worth him fighting? I won't say that I don't work. It's all good, dude. I don't care. Like, if you say something, there's so many times I've watched Twitch chat on channels just because they're funnier than me. Like, you got, there's some jokes that'll come out of there that's fucking hilarious. But, who the fuck is that? What the fuck? But yeah, like the Nate Diaz rematch, I think that would be perfect. That's a good fight to sell. The Khabib fight would be a really good fight to sell. Like, there's good fights for the UFC, but is it a good fight for Conor? And that's the problem. Like, after you win this much money, you have a family. You're like, oh shit, I got a daughter coming. I think it's a daughter. I got a daughter coming out of the oven. Do I want to step in the ring with a dude that wants to fucking punch me in the face? Maybe not. Like, I can see that as being, what do you think of Royd? Like, you mean the person that's in chat? the person that's right above you in the chat list? Seems like a cool dude. Am I watching the Daniel Cormier Jones 2? Probably. I probably will sit down and watch that. It just depends on how much it depends on how much time I have this weekend. Because I got to cut this video up at some point, make it nice and shiny for the YouTube boys. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad you said that, Index, because like the whole thing about both are fighting, but boxing and UFC are totally different sports. They are, which is why a lot of people are thinking that this fight's going to be silly to have. It's like having somebody had the best example, analogy for this. It would be like saying, all right, we got Wayne Gretzky playing hockey, one of the best hockey players in the world. Great. We're going to get this figure skater over here. You both skate on ice, right? Yep. Okay. Hockey match right now, 1-on-1. It would make no sense. It's fucking dumb. Like, it's really silly. But in that same vein, it's also hella entertaining. Like, you cannot deny the entertainment factor of this fight. So, I don't know. I think what I'm going to try to do is get with my boy Mark before he heads out. Treat him to some bevs, and we'll go to like some sports bar and probably watch the Jones fight. Because I think he leaves next week. Shit, man. My boy Marky boy, he's leaving me. He's going home. It's sad. Hopefully he comes back. What are you talking about? The Royd? Getting depressed. Hashtag depressed. Demetrius Johnson gets his head bounced off the canvas by Ray Borg. Look, so if did you see the fight between Demetrius Johnson and Silva? I think that was I think that was the fight. Demetrius is scary. The dude, if he catches you with a solid, it's the scariest shit. It's like I watched those fights just like, oh, he missed. Oh, he did. Oh, he connected, but dude didn't go. But like, I mean, Silva like ate a lot of those uppercuts in the clinch. Like, and Silva doesn't have the best chin, obviously. That's how he fucking lost his title. But he was able to fucking chomp those up. So I don't know. You look like Demetrius Johnson. I guess I'll take that as a compliment. I'm definitely not as fucking built as him, but work that. It's gonna all come down to cardio. Boxing can be way longer than you just fight. Sorry, Tom, but any live stream will ignore that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm hoping for the best for him. Like, I really want Jones to really step back into the ring and be the old Jones, because the last fight that I saw Jones, he was 100% not himself. This super turned into a UFC podcast, but that's okay. My thing is, Jones seems to be like in his own head when he steps into the ring now, which really, really makes me sad, because he used to put on a show. He used to make people look like they had just got a fucking purple, like he used to make people look real bad, and it was really fun to watch. And even when he lost, he still put on a show. And now it's like, it seems like he's like, I gotta get the points. I don't want to lose. The same thing when Silva came back, when he did that first fight. Afterwards, it was like, it was sad. Even the fight with him and Demetrius, that was just like, Silva, this is not you. This is not. And granted, dude's 40 years old. Oh no, he's like 38. I think he's 38 years old. Francis Ngannou. I'm not familiar with him. Let me do the Google. I probably see his face and be like, I know exactly who that is. Ooh, Mike. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate that shit. Antics you getting? What are you getting angry at, man? What are you getting angry at? Let me copy paste. Was it? Come on. Where'd it go? No. There it is. This, I use Ankbot for my chat because it just makes everything nice to have everything in one spot. Let's have a look at this dude. Who is this? I feel like I've probably seen him before. Oh, this is that tall motherfucker. Yeah, this dude. I have seen him fight before, but I didn't know who he was. Dude, there's some people that have. He's to me, he's in the same boat as like as Jones, where like some people are just freaks of nature that have this like ridiculous advantage. Like it's insane. Just speaking truth, like Jesus. This I've seen like with these limbs that are like fucking Mr. Fantastic. Just like the thing that like I was talking about Jones, which I wonder if he does the fight the same way. Let me see. Hopefully it doesn't. I fucking hate when they do these promo bullshit. I just want to see the fight. Nah, he just has power behind his fucking punches, man. Jesus Christ. That dude's a scary motherfucker. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. This fucking okay, I'm saying look at that. You guys can't see shit. Yo, my name is Joe. They call me Demetrius. I love the new Troy. That's actually pretty funny. Let me cut to this shit. This is look at this shit. This is the stuff like I'm going to pause this real quick. Look at, I believe that's Rampage, if I'm not mistaken. He's backing up, and in his head, he's just like, I'm good, no problem. I'm over here, he's over there. Life's great. But the fucking reach, it's dumb. Like, it's fucking stupid. I don't know, man. Oh, man. It's Curtis Blades, he looks just like Rampage. Okay, now I can tell the difference. And also, he doesn't have the same tattoos. My bad. I'm sorry. But no, dude, like, there's some people that like they just have that ridiculous like advantage that it's not unfair if you can fight against it, but it's so uncommon that their opponent is just like, well, I gotta fight this freak of nature today. Hope I can deal with it. You know, I don't know. The back of his neck looks like a pack of hot dogs. Oh shit. Oh man, I don't know, man. I'm pretty stoked about this fight. It's on the 26th of August, if I'm not mistaken. It's that Saturday, right? I think it is. Yeah, the 26th of August. Damn, that's a long ways from me. That sucks. It's like a whole month. It's real sad. Anywho, I gotta cut this short, guys. I'm sorry. Well, it's not really short. How long have we been fucking rocking and rolling? Damn, it's an hour and a half. That's nice. So for those of you who don't know, I haven't updated my titles yet underneath. But up top you can see the new schedule. This started this week. I took a little break and now I'm back. Basically, Tracker, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that shit. Welcome to the channel. Le channel. The most 400 mil. Do you remember he might reach over $1 billion? I mean, between all the promotion checks, the marketing checks, and the actual fighting money, yeah, that's easy. That's nothing for them. Like, it's funny because, like, before, you guys pulled me right back in. I was trying to go away. I need to eat food. But, it's, like, but the fighters normally are like, oh, we just make our fighter money and we're done. And meanwhile, the companies like UFC, you got Bellator, you got all these, like, boxing, like, they cash in all that money from the promotion, and like now you have these fighters that are like, oh, I can just do that shit too and make all the money. So it's pretty funny to see like these two guys who they're the kings of it, and now they're going at it. But I don't know. Anyway, if you haven't seen the new schedule, it's up above. You can check that shit out. Monday, Tuesday are the games. Thursday we do this. We talk. I love it. I think I'm gonna do this now from now on, where I'm gonna have topics that aren't just gaming related. Because there's a lot of shit that I get pretty hyped about that's not gaming. I love my fucking games. Love them to death. But I don't know. It'd be fun. Thank you guys for coming out. I will be back, actually. Give me like 2.5 hours or so. I'm going to be back. We'll probably be playing some video games. I don't know what we'll be playing, but I'll probably, I don't know, maybe Fortnite, maybe Paladins. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Overwatch. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, thank you again. Thank you. All the follows, the love. I appreciate it. You make my heart feel warm. Hopefully I can do the same for you. And I will see you guys back in like 2.5 hours or so. Take care. Good night. Peace.